Orient us to who's going to be doing what.
I'm the victim.
She's the victim. I'm Amanda. And the boyfriend. She's the boyfriend slash.
Is somebody going to be narrating
No,
what happens?
I'm Amanda slash the boyfriend.
You're the father. Awkward.
Okay, I'll be father. Awkward.
Okay. So start having her.
Yeah. Well, there was wine. There's a wine bottle and a couple glasses in here, and it was like that's from the night before. Amanda. Well, this is Demi's apartment. She had Amanda and Jackson over for a dinner and stuff the night before. So that's that there, and then they leave. Jackson stays, and he leaves early in the morning for work. And Amanda comes back because Amanda is in love with Jackson still, and
I'm going.
Demi's in here getting stuff cleaned up. Her and Amanda have an argument. The door's
Probably
closed.
gonna have
we
to
need to
come
come
in
in
here.
here because the door was closed during this part.
Anybody else coming?
No.
Just gonna hang out there?
Okay.
Okay, because we gotta close this.
We'll still hear you.
Alright.
They're in here having a talk about how she's trying to get Jackson to break up with her. Well, how I'm trying to get Jackson to break up with her, and telling her that how my father has been abusing me and all this stuff. So they get in an argument, and it turns into Amanda comes and punches her a couple times, getting spattered there. And when she comes back, there's spatter there, and then she grabs her and gives her one last punch, and that what kind of knocks her out, and she falls to the ground, which explains the smear in the blood here. And she's like semi-conscious, so she's just kind of like chilling there. Then I make my escape, and so she's here a while, which is what there's an accumulation of blood, and then the extra drops is her getting herself up because she's starting to come to. She comes back out here. And she has a gray shirt on that now has blood over it. She's like cleaning herself off, and she knows that her boyfriend's coming over later, so she doesn't want to have him see her in like her gray shirt. So she takes her shirt off, stuffs it in the watering can to hide it.
Excuse me, I got stuff in the water can.
She gets changed real quick, but before the boyfriend comes, the father comes back because her father has been hiding out, knowing that heard her talking to Amanda, so he comes in. He's angry that she told Amanda what has been going on, and he rapes and kills her.
I'll just hold there.
By strangling her.
You may strangle me.
And her fall down reopens some wounds in her face, which is what causes the pool of blood down there. And then he leaves after wiping. There's wipe in the blood, like he wipes away what he sees as any evidence of him being there. Then the boyfriend comes back, me being the boyfriend, sees her, is worried, comes in here to make sure there's no one in the room, where he sees that there's blood in here, which is how his footprint ends up in here. Then he comes back out and checks the body to see if she's still alive, knows that she's dead. As he gets back up, he has blood in his hand, and he touches the floor there, blood on his shoe, which causes that footprint. And then he leaves because he hears the father outside calling the police, and he doesn't want them to think that he did it.
Okay, is that it?
Yep.
Did you identify any?
Leave it on now.
Yeah.
Did you identify
Yeah,
any footprints coming into the apartment?
Oh yeah, there's footprints in the apartment out here that are both there's dirt prints outside coming in, and they came back as Jackson and Amanda, both could be from the night before / this morning, them coming in, and it has them coming in through here. And then Jackson has footprints from being out in the kitchen, putting from this morning, get breakfast before he goes.
Were you able to identify whether they were wet or dry residue prints?
Outside, they were dry residue. It was like really heavy, like dirt. In here, there's a footprint that you can kind of see here, which is a wet residue.
Whose is that?
That's Jackson's. It's wet / dry. It still has dirt in it, but we were unable to electrostatic lift it. And the prints going through here and his prints back there are both wet.
Did you identify any footprints in blood?
Yeah, there's a footprint here in blood, that's Jackson's. And a footprint here in blood, which is Demi's. And then footprints from Amanda here, there, and there.
And out here as well.
This footprint here in blood, that's Jackson's from when he came in and saw the blood in here.
Did you identify any fingerprints?
Yes. There's fingerprints on the wine bottle, which isn't up here. That Jackson's fingerprints were on the wine bottle. And there were 2 wine glasses, and each one of them had fingerprints from Jackson, and one had fingerprints from Amanda. And there's fingerprints here that are from Jackson that were in blood from him checking the body.
The bloodstained spatter in the room, what characteristics did you identify from that?
So from here, it shows the directionality of, there's a marker 3, shows that it's going away towards the opposite direction while there's 2 kind of going the other way, and we determined that as because of the way it is, as being like from a fist, blood dripping off the fist, that she's coming back for like another punch.
Could you determine the handedness of the person?
We determined that because it was said that there's contusions to the right of the victim's face, so we came to the conclusion that she was most likely left-handed.
And what about the characteristics of the blood on the floor?
The blood on the floor in here, it's from just blood being kind of like straight down and moving around here, which we determined is when she was slightly conscious but like couldn't really function. So she was dripping blood from the floor here, and then when she began to came to, that's what these prints are from her
So
getting
what do you
herself
call,
back
what kind
up.
of spatter is that? You guys can help.
Which part are we looking at? The pool that has spatter.
It's secondary, isn't it? From
Satellite.
the blood dripping
Yeah.
into the blood.
Okay. Did you get any fingerprints on the glasses in the living room? Glasses, there were glasses in there?
Yeah, they were the glasses that had fingerprints from Jackson and Amanda,
Okay.
as well as the wine bottle that had Jackson.
Okay, thank you very much.
Awesome.